Oh. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Okay, let me call your matter. Now calling the matter of the people versus Joe Wright Jr. This is ticket number P1293119, one count, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, Mr. Wright.
Joe Lewis Wright Jr.
Your Honor, for arraignment purposes, Mr. Wright will waive formal reading, stay on mute.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, I did email proper valid insurance documentation. With that, I am requesting a dismissal.
All right, the court is in receipt of valid documentation showing that he currently has insurance on that Cadillac Escalade, so the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, make sure to always keep your documents up to date and in your vehicle, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're all set. You can get off, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Have a great one.
You too.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kiera Walton. This is U ticket 634221222. This is one count, no business license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Kiera Watson.
For arraignment purposes, waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
I did provide the court valid documentation of her card, business card. We are requesting a dismissal.
At this time, the court is in receipt of a valid business card. Ma'am, make sure you always keep everything up to date and valid with your employment, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. You're all set, ma'am. I'm going to dismiss it without prejudice.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Ms. Wilson? You need to get
Yes.
off, Ms. Okay. Ms. Walton, you need help signing off?
Huh?
No, not you, Ms. Wilson. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Ms. Walton, you all set?
Yes, I press leave up here by the Zoom thing. Okay.
Just press- Okay,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome. Is it Tanta Lane?
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Tanta Lane. This is Wilson. This is
Yes, ma'am.
U640472222. This is one count. No business employee license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Tontaline Wilson.
For arraignment purposes, she will waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I did submit proper documentation of Ms. Wilson's business card to the court. With that, we are requesting a dismissal.
All right. At this time, the court has been in receipt of the business license being up to date. So the court is going to grant your request and dismiss this without prejudice. Ms. Wilson, make sure your card is always up to date and valid while you're in that business, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set. This case is dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now calling the matter of the people versus Amir Wiley. This is ticket number P1343768. Count 1, disregard signal red or amber. Count 2, fail to display a valid operator's license not on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Mayor Wiley.
For arraignment purposes on her misdemeanor ticket, wait formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court's gonna enter a plea of not guilty on her behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I did submit a copy of a valid her valid driver's license to this court. She does have a civil infraction for disregarding a red signal. However, the plea offer from the city attorney was for her to plead to a reduction of failure to display in exchange for a dismissal on the disregarding red signal. It's kind of flipped over because she has a valid driver's license. So we're hoping this court will dismiss the driver's license along with the red signal ticket.
Ms. Wiley,
Yes, ma'am.
color light do we stop at?
Red.
And also, if it's amber, we do not continue through it, because guess what can happen?
You can get in an accident.
You can, and you can get a ticket. So you have to start getting points on your license, okay, Ms. Wiley?
Okay.
All right. Having a valid driver's license at this time, the court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss both tickets. Ma'am, heed to the warning. This will be the only time you get this dismissal, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
There's
Your
nothing
Honor.
further.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. That concludes this hearing. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Wimberly?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jason Wimberly. No, Javon Wimberly. I apologize. Ticket number 743376. This is one count driving while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please say your name for the record, sir.
Javion Wimberly.
Wait formal reading, stand mute as it relates to arraignment.
At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we moving forward?
I did provide adequate valid documentation of Mr. Wimberly's driver's license. With that, we are requesting a dismissal.
All right. Having seen valid documentation at this point in time, the court is going to grant that request and dismiss it without prejudice. Sir, make sure to always keep your license valid and with you at all times, especially when you're driving a vehicle, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you look very nice for court today too. I really appreciate it. This case is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Sean Williams. This is U ticket 640-42322. This is one count operating a sexually oriented business in the city of Detroit without a license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, sir.
Sean Williams.
For arraignment purposes, wait formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding in these matters?
Your Honor, we are asking this matter be scheduled for a bench trial.
All right. Mr. Williams, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Williams, you had a chance to talk to Attorney White in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And she's informing me you would like a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that how you want to move forward, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna set this for a bench trial on the date of November the 23rd, 2022 at 9 a.m. I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal. That is gonna be via Zoom, sir. So the
Yes,
same
ma'am.
way you Zoom in today, Zoom in on November 23rd, okay? Nine a.m. though.
9 a.m. Oh, 9 a.m. Got you. Yep, got you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see you then, sir, all right? If there's
Yes,
nothing
ma'am.
further, you're all set, okay?
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
By the time.
Jason Williams.
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Jason Williams. This is U ticket 629-47322. This is one count disorderly conduct. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, sir.
Jason Daniel Williams.
For arraignment purposes, he will waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we moving forward today?
Your Honor, Mr. Williams would like his matter scheduled for trial, bench trial before your honor. However, we just would like to verify whether the offer that was availed by the city attorney's office, Detroit, to plead to a delayed sentence of 12 months will be able to remain open.
The court will make a note today that it will remain open until the day of the bench trial. So he can take it on the day of the bench trial if he would like. We'll keep it open.
Okay.
All right, sir. Would you like to have a bench trial before myself?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Definitely doing a lot right, so thank you. Did you have a chance to talk to the attorney about your case and about your rights?
I sure did.
And my understanding is you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the judge. I listen to the facts and make a determination. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna set it for a bench trial on the date of November the 23rd. November 23rd at 9 a.m. Zoom. So the same way you zoomed in, you're gonna zoom in for the trial. Only it's
Okay.
gonna be at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay, November 23rd, 9 a.m.
Yep. And I put on the ticket, offer to remain open, okay? So it's just a
Okay,
note.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right. There's nothing further. Your bond will be set at $0 personal. I'll see you back on November 23rd, okay?
All right,
All right, have a good day.
you too.
I will. Ms. Woodson?
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Sierra Woodson. This is ticket P 1341033. Count 1, driver's license expired. Count 2, expired plate. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Sierra Woodson.
For arraignment purposes on her misdemeanor ticket, waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we moving forward?
Your Honor, I did transmit a copy of valid registration and insurance for Ms. Woodson for her vehicle. There is a plea offered to plead guilty to the driver's license violation with a dismissal on the no registration and insurance. Ideally, she would like to take the offer unless the court allows the license matter to be dismissed. Well, not unless, but I believe she would like to take the offer, but we're just asking if the court would consider. Given the fact that she provided, even though they're being dismissed, provided valid documentation.
Ms. Woodson, you have a valid license?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, show it.
Can I see it, please? What's the expiration date? 2025?
Yes.
Okay. On your date of birth? Okay, take it down because I don't want anybody to have your address. All right. Having seen valid documentation for her expired plate and her no proof of insurance, this court has seen that she now has a valid driver's license. I'm going to dismiss all of these matters without prejudice. Ma'am, make sure you keep everything up to date and in your car with you at all times, okay, Ms. Woodson?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your patience. See what happens when you have all your stuff in order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, keep it that way so that you'll come back.
Okay.
All right, have a good day, man.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
You can log off. Stephen Washington?
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Stephen Washington. This is U ticket 634-63022. This is one count offered to engage the services of another. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, sir.
Stephen Washington.
For arraignment purposes, Mr. Washington will waive formal reading and stand mute.
At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we moving forward?
Mr. Washington has been offered a plea to disorderly conduct. He would like to accept the plea.
Is that right, Mr. Washington?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I know as a part of the plea, before I start, sir, I know that they didn't tell you this, but I am going to require that you take a HIV/STI test. You're not gonna have to tell me the results. You just have to take it, as well as a misdemeanor morality class. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
And I'm gonna have you pay a fine, but I'm gonna give you some time to take care of all of that, okay?
Okay.
All right. Sir, did you have a chance to talk to your attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're gonna give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Washington, I want to take your attention back to the date of March the 16th, 2022. Were you in the area of John R. and Remington in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you act in a disorderly manner or fashion in that area?
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
I said, did you act in a disorderly way in that area that day?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, satisfied, attorney?
Satisfied.
All right, the court is satisfied as well and will accept the plea to the amended charge of disorderly conduct. Sir, as I stated before, I am going to impose a couple of things on you. You're going to have to take a HIV/STI test. You don't have to tell me the results. I just have to know that you actually took the test, okay?
Okay.
You're also going to take that misdemeanor morality class that I talked about. And I'm going to give you a phone number to call so that they can direct you on how to take both. And my fine is going to be $300. If I give you 3 months to complete all those tasks, will that be enough time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to give you until November 23rd. Nope. Yep, November 23rd to complete all those matters. Okay, Mr. Washington?
Okay.
8:30 a.m. All right, your fine is $300. HIV/STI morality class. All right, the number that you called, you ready to take it down?
Give me 1 second. Let me get it. Let me get a pen. I'm sorry, I should have had this prepared. Sorry.
Just let me know when you're ready, okay, sir?
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
313
Okay.
965
965
3414.
3414. Okay.
Call tomorrow morning, okay? Because they may not be available right now. But you can try
Call
today, but call tomorrow morning, okay? Let them know you
Okay.
have to take the quiz and the class and that you have until November 23rd. So when you come back, I want the money paid, I want the class, and I want the test results, okay?
Okay.
We have all 3 of those things, we're gonna close it out, okay?
No problem.
All right. Have you had any other questions right now?
No, I don't have any more questions, Your Honor.
Okay, all right then. I'll see you back on November 23rd, 2022 with all of those tasks complete, okay, sir?
Okay, will it also be through Zoom?
Yes, it's gonna be through Zoom, okay? So you're gonna, if you might need some, email copies ready to be able just to send to the court today, okay? Or that day, okay?
Okay. And, I'm sorry. And one more thing. And you said when I have all the documents presented to you, then the case will be closed.
It's gonna be closed out, right? Because you pled
Okay.
today to a lesser offense, and then we'll just close it out. We won't dismiss it, we're gonna close it, saying that you completed it successful, okay?
Okay. All right. Got it.
All right, Mr. Washington. All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
All right. Thank you. You have a good day.
You're welcome. I will, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Westbrook? Mr. Westbrook?
I'm here.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kevin Westbrook. This is you ticket 6381472. One count. The two counts, the streets are public. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. Kevin Westbrook. Please state your name for the record, Mr. Westbrook.
Kevin
Can't do
Westbrook.
it. Mr. Westbrook. You
Yes.
gotta listen for a second. I understand you at work, but all that
Yes.
movement, I can hear it, okay? So you gotta sit
Yes.
still for a second.
Yes.
Say your name once again for the record.
Kevin Westbrook.
All right, go ahead and proceed, Attorney White.
For arraignment purposes, Mr. Westbrook will waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court's gonna enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we moving forward?
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Westbrook would like to take the plea of a delayed sentence to the charge of alcohol-related violations, 3-month delayed.
All right, is that how you wanna move forward, Mr. Westbrook?
Yes, it is. I accept full responsibility.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Sir, did you have an opportunity to talk to Attorney White in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, in the break room.
Go ahead. And did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
Not at all.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
On my own choice, by my own choice, yes.
Okay. Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Because I'm what?
Because you're guilty.
Yes, I did have an open container. Even though I was pouring it out, I was walking across the library grass by Wayne State. I was pouring out the container, wasn't drinking it because I wasn't going to drink it to throw it in the trash. And the container was open and the officer stopped me and said, hey, it was open. So I said, okay, I'll take responsibility, but I wasn't drinking. You said you just can't have an open container. So that's the truth. I accept responsibility. Hope I can get the fee waived, but if not, I take full responsibility. I'm Kevin Westbrook. Was I on mute?
No, but
Oh.
sometimes when we say too much, Mr. Westbrook, it prohibits me from being able to do certain stuff. See, I asked you a yes or no question, and then you gave me a whole dissertation. That would have been something that would have been fantastic at the end of it. So now I think you may have, I don't know if I can take it, because now I have to be consuming alcohol in public, and your client just told me that he did not consume alcohol in public.
Because I did it. No, I did it. I did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you should have taken a plea. So
I
I'm
spoke to
giving
him about
you the
that.
opportunity. You can have a bench trial or a jury trial, Mr. Westbrook.
Your Honor, I think we should proceed to trial because I advise them that the elements have to be, established.
I agree. So, Mr. Westbrook, you want a jury trial or a bench trial?
Your Honor, I can't like
No.
do what the attorney said.
Yeah.
No, because let me tell you why, Mr. Westbrook, you decided to offer more information than you should have at the beginning of the plea, which now makes
Okay, I
me
got
not.
it. That's clear. Yeah, I'll take the bench. I never did a trial for misdemeanor, but okay. And my attorney advised me, my attorney said talk. So yeah, let me just hush. I plead the fifth. I'll take the bench trial. All right, I don't want to get in no more trouble. It's
Yeah,
misdemeanor.
I advise you
I don't
that
want
the
to go to.
court cannot accept unless you make admissions that you're guilty to the violation, to the allegations. And I advise you, let's go to trial. You should go to trial. Or
Okay? So you're not in violation of anything right now, sir. You just gave me more information than I bargained for, which makes it just having a bench trial. So it's no big deal. You're not in trouble. I just don't want you to take a plea on something you say you're not guilty of. So, sir, it's my understanding you want to have a bench trial before me. Is that right, sir?
Yes, correct.
All right. So I'm going to set this bench trial on the date of November the 23rd, 2022 at 9 a.m. I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal. It is going to be via Zoom, but it's in the morning instead at 9 a.m. So sign in at 9 a.m., okay?
Yes.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set. Bond is at $0 personal. I'll see you November 23rd.
Thank you. Send me a
You're welcome.
postcard for the date, please, as a reminder.
They will send you notification of the bench trial date, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge Taylor. All right, see you on the 23rd of November. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Mr. Dion Walker?
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of People versus Dion Walker. This is ticket number P1335716. Count 1, insufficient or defective light. Count 2, expired plate. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, sir.
Dion Walker.
For arraignment purposes, waive formal reading, stand mute on his 1 misdemeanor ticket.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. How are we moving forward?
Mr. Walker has been offered a plea to plead guilty to the count 2 of the 1, 2, 3 of no expired plates with a dismissal on the no insurance and defective insufficient lights. I believe Mr. Walker would like to take advantage of the plea offer.
Is that right, Mr. Walker?
Yes.
All right, it's a civil infraction, so I'm going to read from the ticket that on the date of April 14th, 2022, in the area of Linwood and Taylor Streets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Walker was driving a Chevy vehicle and it had expired plates. Satisfied?
Satisfied.
All right, stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to count 2, expired plate as charged. I'm going to dismiss without prejudice count 1 and count 3 as a part of the plea. Sir, the fine for that is $145. Typically, you have 14 days to pay civil infraction. Is that going to be enough time for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna have it due no later than September 6th, 2022, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, thank you for your patience this afternoon, Mr. Walker, and you're all set, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yes. She is, man.
I am.
She said, I am. She said, I am.
You're all set, sir, okay?
All right, you said, hang up that phone, man. I'm sorry.
I'm trying, I'm gonna remove you. No worry, Mr. Walker. Y'all have a
Okay,
good day,
thank
okay?
Okay, thank you. You too.
I will. Mr. Wills?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the People versus Devin Wills. This is ticket number P1291756. Count 1, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, city park, closed. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, sir.
Devin Williams.
Your Honor, for the Mr. Wills will be waiving formal reading, standing mute.
At this time, the court's gonna enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we moving forward?
Mr. Wills would like to accept the plea offer of a delayed sentence to the park after dark charge, which is a 12-month period, with a dismissal on the remaining 2 tickets.
All right, sir, is that how you wanna move forward?
Yes.
If so, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Wills, did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney that would have been Ms. White in private about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Because I am guilty?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're gonna give up any rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial on these matters? You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, do you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of December the 20th of 2021. Were you in the area of Pickford and Press Streets in the city of Detroit? In a vehicle, in a
Yes.
Chevy?
Oh, my bad. Sorry about
No,
that.
it's okay, it was my fault. I'm sorry. Were you in that area in a Chevy vehicle?
Yes.
And why, was it a park of some sort in that area?
Yeah, it's a very small park. Like, I didn't even know they had closing hours, but yeah.
All right, is that 11 o'clock tonight?
I don't know the time for sure, but I had just got off work, so it wasn't that late. Yes.
Okay, but
It
did
was
you
not
get off
that.
work at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, at that time I was working 2 jobs, so I was one of them jobs I got off around 8-ish, 8 o'clock, 7, 8,
Okay. All right.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
it
just
surprise you
started.
that you're in the park at 11 o'clock at night, sir?
If that's what the tickets say, I'm gonna say yes.
All right, satisfied, Attorney White?
I just have one question. Was it dark at the time that you were parked in the park at that time?
Yeah, that was the time I pulled up, it was dark already, because that's what time I got off. So I had no recollection of the closing of the park.
Got it. I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied as well. Is there a stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
All right, so at this time, the court's gonna enter in 1 count in the park after dark. Counts 1 and 2 of this ticket will be dismissed, Mr. Will. So you said you pulled up, you didn't realize it was a park in that area, sir?
No, I didn't realize, because I stay in the area, so I didn't realize it was a leaving thing, because I wasn't even supposed to. I was picking up something from one of my friends, and I ended up talking, and that's how it kind of happened. I never even knew it was a curfew at the park. I would not have done that, but yeah.
Okay. I understand, Mr. Will. All right. Do you have valid insurance now on your vehicle? Is it up to date?
Yes, I do.
You got valid driver's license? Is it like with the Secretary of State's office too?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, Mr. Will. They have it on a 12-month delay sentence. No new tickets like this for 12 months. I'm gonna waive your cost of fines. It sounds like you're being pretty honest right now. And so because you've updated the other 2 things, I'm gonna give you this break. Now, if you come back with the same ticket, all bets are off, okay?
Understandable. Now I got a question. This is not the 12 months. I just waited almost for this court date. Is it a whole nother 12?
It is, Mr. Will. You don't have to do anything in between. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
just
dismiss
don't get no
you
tickets like
today.
this.
Don't get any tickets, okay, like this. And no fees or fines to pay right now, because I do think you're being honest. You didn't realize you couldn't park there. You ended up talking. So I do think you were honest.
I appreciate
Okay?
it.
All
Yes.
right? Prove
All right.
me wrong if you were, and you knew, then guess who you come back to visit?
I get to talk to you. See, look, I don't like hanging that park, so I was very upset.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay, I can
but I
tell you about
appreciate
the
it.
business. When you said that you have 2 jobs, I know you're about your business. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you, it's a review in 1 year. Okay,
Mhm.
we'll send you out a notice of that, okay? Because we know you won't remember that. A review in 1 year, like I said, no new tickets. Then this case will be dismissed as well, okay?
No new tickets at all, or no in part?
No new in the park after dark tickets.
Okay, I just got to be clear, you know. Thank you, because I don't want tickets in general, but okay, I appreciate you.
I understand what you mean, though. You said just in case. All right, Mr. Williams.
I appreciate you, Judge.
All right, no problem. So the review
Thank you,
date,
attorney.
8/23/23, and that's gonna be at 8:30 a.m. We'll send out notice of this matter. No new tickets. Dismissed, okay?
All right, thank you.
And what was
You're
the month
welcome.
of the 23rd?
Huh?
What was
Was
the
it
month of
February?
it?
Oh, it was August 23rd,
Okay.
2023, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, August 23rd, 2023.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, Mr. Will.
All right, you too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
No problem. Of course. Mr. Christopher Williams,
So I'm good. I can exit.
you can exit. Go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. Have a great day.
You too. Now calling
Yeah,
the
be
matter.
nice to them.
Now calling the matter of People versus Christopher Williams. Ticket number P1292443. Count 1, improper plate. Count 2, expired plate. Count 3, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Also calling ticket number P1292487. One count, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, sir. Please state your name for the record, sir. And if there's a way you can be stationary in your vehicle.
Christopher Williams, and my girlfriend's driving. I'm
Okay. For arraignment purposes, waive formal reading on his misdemeanor matters. Stand mute.
All right, at this time, the court's gonna enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Williams, I believe, would like to plead guilty to the offer of to plead to the count 1 of improper plates and count 2 on for expired plates with a dismissal on the other tickets of no insurance and unregistered untitled vehicle.
Is that right, Mr. Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney White in private today about your case, about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, do you still want to move forward today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of December the 20th of 2021. Were you in the area of Gratiot and Glenfield Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Chevy vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And while you were driving that vehicle, did it have improper plates on it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were the plates expired too?
Yes.
Satisfied, attorney?
Satisfied.
Stipulation for probable cause and the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated.
So at this time, I'm going to enter a plea to 1 count, improper plate. Mr. Williams, put yourself on mute. See, one of the reasons we don't like people riding in vehicles is because we get all the background noises. So I'm gonna put you on mute when they're in vehicles, and then it messes up our record. Okay? All right, so improper plates, expired plates, we're gonna dismiss the drive unregistered or untitled vehicle, as well as the no proof of insurance. The fine for expired plates is $145. That is typically due no later than, 14 days after you take the plea. Is that gonna be enough time for you? You have to unmute yourself now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be enough time.
All right, so I'm gonna have it due no later than September the 6th, 2022. On the remaining ticket, I'm gonna waive your costs and fines today. All right, there's nothing further. You're all set, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That concludes this hearing. Have a good day, sir. One second. Last but not least, Mr. Williams. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Carrie Ann Williams. This is ticket number P1209593. Count 1, expired plate. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, no receipt of or unsigned registration. Ticket number P1290832. 1 count drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, expired plates. Not on the docket today, but before me, also, we have tickets SP 13521261. 1 count drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2 of that same is no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3 is drove while license not valid or improper license. Ticket number SP 1274899. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1185296. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. And count 3, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of, please state your name for the record, sir.
Kyron Williams.
Wait formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Okay, I did provide the court proof of valid driver's license, and there is a plea for him to plead to a reduction in failure to display on that specific ticket. Given that he has provided valid documentation, driver's license wise, we are requesting a dismissal on that ticket. However, on the plea offer for the tickets that I see on the docket today, they are willing to dismiss the city attorney, the second count of his charge that he has up for today, which is the, which is the no insurance. So we're asking that those 2 matters be dismissed. I was not able to go through every matter because some of the outstanding matters are in default, some are in warrant status. So I'm requesting that all his matters be put together so we can get a good offer, more so than just these 2 dismissals on for his other tickets.
You understand what's going on, Mr. Williams?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Not to come to court. We got a couple of warrants out there. Do you have something to say about the warrant tickets, Attorney White?
Your Honor, we are asking that they all be set aside.
At this time, the court's going to set aside any warrants that may be out there on his behalf. Enter pleas of not guilty. Sir, when you didn't come to court for these misdemeanors, they issued some warrants. That means you have quite a few tickets. We're trying to get all your tickets put together. That way, you can come back one time to handle all of these matters. You understand that?
Yes, that'll be great.
Okay, so it looks like your next hearing date was supposed to be November the 8th in the afternoon. Am I right? Was that your next hearing date?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
We're gonna do it that date, but we're gonna do it in the morning instead, okay?
Okay,
November the 8th, in the morning time though, okay? 8:30
okay,
a.m. I'm gonna put $0 personal on all of your tickets. That means you won't have to give us any money. You didn't pay any money, did you, Mr. Williams?
no, no, Your
Okay.
Honor.
So I'll see you back November the 8th at 8:30 a.m. And we have all your tickets pulled now. Now, if there are any additional ones entered into the computer system, we'll try and pull those as well. But you need to not be driving while you don't have your license, okay?
Okay.
You have your license now, it's valid, so you good.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't even understand where did these tickets come from and how was I able to, get a valid license now and these tickets.
Okay, just because you don't come to court doesn't mean that the ticket disappears. And they don't automatically suspend your license all the time just because you don't appear for a ticket. Sometimes what happens is they let you get multiple tickets and then they suspend. Maybe a judge allowed you to pay some reinstatement fees with the hope that you would come back and handle your matter. You never did. If you did something like that, I'm not saying you did, but the tickets never go away until you handle them. Some of these tickets are also for no insurance, driving while unregistered, and that doesn't necessarily suspend your license. It just makes
Okay.
you add constant fees. And so you don't have a ton of tickets about your driver's license. A lot of these tickets are about the car not being registered, about you not having receipt of registration, and you not having insurance.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's okay, because that's what I was trying to figure out. And you explaining that doesn't stop me from having a license. It's not traffic. And you said it's what now? A lot of
Well, it is traffic, but sometimes, even though your license, it looks like you drove while your license was suspended. That was back in 2021. It looks like you didn't have a proper license at another point in time.
I was in the process of just getting everything together. So now I do have it, and now I'm just trying to make sure everything.
Right. So just keep it valid, and what we'll do is try and get you a better offer based on these other tickets. But when you just let the tickets sit here and you don't take care of them, even if you get your license back, that doesn't mean that the tickets disappear. It just means they sit there until
Okay.
you come to handle them, okay?
Okay.
All right, so hopefully everything goes okay. As long as your license is valid, you're able to drive. But if you have to fix all of these before your license is valid, just let me know. But I think we pulled it too, and it said your license was valid. So I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, I
Okay.
emailed a copy of it. Yeah.
Okay, we have a copy of the license. I think she also pulled it just because it was like a little blurry. So, sir, you just got to keep that valid. We'll see you back on November the 8th to handle all the rest of your tickets, okay?
Okay.
8:30 a.m. via Zoom, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. There's nothing further. That concludes this hearing.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too, Mr. Williams. Thank you for your patience today.
No problem.